Today I'm going to be showing you how, on Tutorial Girls, I'm going to be showing you how to make a really super big cookie cake. Yay, everybody loves cookie cakes, right? So it's super moist and it's literally the best recipe you'll ever have. And obviously, as you can see, Bree's not here today because I'm at my mom's and she goes to her dad's usually. So here is the things that you'll need. You're going to need one big bowl and another big bowl, yay. Okay. You're also going to need a spatula, and you're going to need vanilla extract, flour, butter, brown sugar, regular sugar, baking powder, salt, an egg, and measuring cups. So you're going to take your big bowl, one of your big bowls, and you're going to take your measuring cup, whichever measuring cup you like. I'm just going to use that one. And you're going to need this. And you're going to need this. And you're going to want to take a fourth cup of this. So you're going to want to fill your line to 1/4. Okay, so now you're going to take your brown sugar. And you're going to pack it. You need 3/4 cups of brown sugar. So 1/4 was 3/4. So we're going to make it till you get to the cup. Sugar, just make sure it's packed. Because whenever you're dealing with brown sugar, you have to pack it. Or else it's not going to be the right measurements. So as you can see that I packed it. It's not even in the cup. So let's add a little bit more of our brown sugar. So it's almost out of cups. So just a little bit more brown sugar. We're almost out of brown sugar. I got to ask my mom to let me some more. Okay, let's pat it down. And it's out of cup. Perfect. So then you're going to take your mixture of the sugar and the brown sugar and dump it. So now you're going to take your butter and you're going to open it up. And you're going to melt it. So I'm going to melt my butter and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, now that I've melted my butter, it's nice and creamy and liquidy. We're just going to add 1 stick of butter melted into our bowl. Okay, put that aside. Next, you're going to take your 1 egg and you're going to crack it into your bowl. Done. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, but okay. So now, earlier when I said you're going to use a spatula, take your spatula and mix it up until it kind of looks like brown and like gooey brown. Since you have an egg there, you're going to want to whisk it up really good. So it's going to look like brown goo, basically, is what it's going to look like. It's yummy brown goo. See how mine looks like yummy brown caramelly goo? Okay, so let's set our caramelly goo aside. And let's take our next bowl. And we're going to add 1 cup and 1/4 of flour. It's not a lot of flour, I know, but you're going to just add it to your measuring cup. So yeah, that looks like about a 1/4 cup. And let's just put it in the bowl. A cup and a 1/4, not a 1/4 cup. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's just flatten it out. And let's get our baking powder. You're going to be needing 2 teaspoons of baking powder. No, not 2 teaspoons. You're going to need 1 teaspoon and 1/2 of a teaspoon. So just take my teaspoon measure and plop and do the bowl. And that's my 1/4. Oops. Let's take my 1/2 and plop it in the bowl. And you're good with the baking powder. So now that you have your baking powder, you're going to take your salt and you're going to take your 4th teaspoon And you're going to just stick it in there. And you're going to, of salt, a 4th teaspoon of salt again. And that's done too. So now we're going to need a whisk, or basically anything that you can mix it up with. I'm just going to mix it up with this because, you know, it's going to get incorporated. Anything that's going to get it really nice and incorporated. So, like, you could use a mixer, like a KitchenAid mixer, but I like to not use, sometimes I just don't like to get my KitchenAid out and mix it. So I just, like, stir it up, my ingredients up with my hand with literally anything. A whisk works best, but, you know, sometimes whisks are hard to find. So just keep mixing that until it gets all incorporated into your flour mixture. And I know it's flying everywhere, but that's okay. It's just flour. Okay, now that you have it incorporated all together, you're going to take your mixture of your caramelly brown sugar mixture. This doesn't really have caramel in it, it just looks like brown sugar. And then you're going to take your vanilla extract, and you're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. That should be good. And just mix that up. Mix all that up and get it incorporated. Love that word, incorporated. Okay, so now we're going to take our flour mixture. Just add it into thirds. So first add 1/3 of it, the flour. I'm just going to eyeball it. So then mix that up into the batter mixture. And just mix it in. It gets thicker and thicker. This is what makes it into a dough. And just keep mixing and mixing and adding and adding. So that's what you're going to do. You're just going to keep mixing and adding, and just do it in thirds, and that's all you got to do. Okay, guys, now I've mixed in all of my dough, and it's nice and doughy. And this is a chocolate chip cookie cake. So let's go into the cupboard and get some chocolate chips. I just got some chocolate chips. Let's add as much chocolate chips as you want. This is when you can get wild. Oh yeah, add all those chocolate chips. They're the yummiest part about it. And mix in those chocolate chips. Look at how much all those chocolate chips. They make the cookie taste like a cookie. And just mix all those chippies in the dough. And I'll get back to you when it's all mixed in. Alright guys, now that I have my dough, I'm going to take my dough and I'm just going to spray it with some of this stuff. It's like butter flavor, like stuff that makes it like slick so that the dough can come off when it's cooked. So just take your cookie dough. It's nice and soft and it has chocolate chips all in it. And it's just so yummy. So just pop it all down in there. Make this cookie cake the best one you've ever had. Okay. So now just take your hands and spread out the dough. It's literally the yummiest cookie cake you'll ever have. Okay guys, so now what I've done is I've taken my spatula and I've just rounded my edges so that it looks like perfect and not just like riggedy on one edge and like soft and smooth on the other. So just take it and just round it around the pan and just make sure that your cookie's even and it'll come out perfect. So this is what mine looks like. And basically what you're going to want to do, I don't like to preheat my oven while I'm baking just because like I lose track of time or like I'm like, oh no, I put something on the stove. So I just wait till I do it and then I take everything out. So what you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 325 degrees until it's preheated. Put your cookie in for about 10 to 15 minutes. If 15 minutes isn't enough, put it in for 20, but I don't think since this is really thin, I don't think it's going to need any more than 10 to 15 minutes. So just do that, take your cookie out, and I'll be right back. Guys, I've drizzled my cake with some chocolate, so it looks really pretty, and I'm going to put some chocolate icing in a piping bag, and I'm just going to pipe around it. I'm going to put white chocolate on it, and I'll show you it when it's done in a minute. And so that was my video. I'm just about to show you the icing, and then that'll be it for the video this week, and I hope you enjoyed it. So here's the clip of the finishing product.